Do you like hurting other people? This is a question asked of you early on in Hotline Miami, Denton Games' 2012 hyper-violent masterpiece. On its surface, Hotline Miami is a violent video game with original premise. To me, though, it has always been so much more. It is an exploration in the primal side of humanity. It encourages you to carve a blood-soaked path through an alternate Miami with nihilistic abandon, and never once asks you to find an alternate solution to the wanton violence you instigate. It knows that if you're playing this game, you're not looking for one. It hands you an axe and dares you to see how far you'll go. Your preconceived notions are challenged, and if you're paying attention, the game is constantly asking you questions. What does it mean to give in? To let go of control and assume no responsibility for your actions, absolving yourself of the liability of hurting others for no other reason than because a voice on the other end of the telephone line told you to do it, gaining the ability to don a mask and transform yourself, releasing the animal inside. This is a dark journey through the life and mind of a man who is constantly on the brink. Every step of the way, you're challenged to interpret what is real and what is imagined. Between every level, you're taken back to Jacket's apartment, and every time you revisit it, something is different. Sometimes dishes are left unwashed, garbage not taken out. But as we descend further into Jacket's madness, things get more disturbing. Dead bodies begin to appear in his apartment, though no one else seems to notice them. So this begs the question, what is real and what is imagined? The violence or the bits of normality in between? Does Jacket wear the mask to hide his identity from his victims or to hide from himself? We're never given a clear answer to this question, only hints, leaving us to decide who Jacket is. And that's part of what makes him so compelling. He can be whoever you want him to be. He's an enigma attached to a hatchet, and parsing his identity apart from the perception of him is a challenge that is as difficult as the game itself. Make no mistake, Hotline Miami is an extremely important piece of art, as it not only plays into the outside pedestrian idea of violent video games, but embraces them in a way that feels neither forced or derivative. Nothing is done here for shock value, but to convey a message about the human condition. It paints the walls with the abolishment of decency and says this is how it was meant to be. When I think back on my time with this game, I'm constantly reminded of the way it not only tested my dexterity, but changed my life forever. It introduced me to a genre of music that would later come to consume most of my free time, and give me a meaningful glimpse into what truly unapologetic video games can be. Hotline Miami introduced me to a world where violence isn't the answer, it's the question. The answer is yes.